Hey glitches, getting back again. Um, my allergies are kind of affecting me right now, so if I sound kind of off or you hear a funny sound in the recording, that's probably the reason why. Before I forget, if you wouldn't mind doing all the YouTube things, as well as if you want, you could check out my Twitch, see when I record it live. I normally record around nighttime, hopefully, but if not, following would be the best way to see when I go live. So aside from the self promotion, uh, I'm somewhere near the end of the game at this point. That's all I can say for sure, because Ultima's kind of got his final tower here. Beating this would mean beating the game pretty much, because unless there's some secret boss that will take advantage of Ultima's power and use it for their own. And I think this is one of the only Final Fantasy games where the villain is just like, he looks like he's pure evil outright. Like, I know they had the clown in that one game, but this guy, he's kind of just if you ever saw him, there is no doubt that this guy is a monster, a killer, I don't know what at this point. But I guess we'll have to see what is even in that weird Mother Crystal tower thing he's got going over there.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine.
And
I'm going to need Otto's help.
yes, at this point, I don't think that people can really help per se. This is kind of a dominant problem at this point.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
I really should have made some tea.
Is this everyone?
Make it sound like this is new. There's actually more people.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Not yet, at least. Right?
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you.
Something just dawned on me that's kind of a problem with the game. I've noticed since, like, I've done most of the side quests, like, honestly. Like, look. Actually, I don't even know where they are at this point. But, yeah, I completed most of the side quests, honestly. Yeah, see? So many done. But, just right now, seeing everyone in that room, it just made me realize not one of these side quests had to do with any of those characters at all. Clive was the only one that was there in any of those scenarios. But the fact that none of the characters were really in, they weren't involved with the side quest really. And even in the main quest, they appear for a couple seconds, but they don't really do anything. They don't really say anything. I just noticed that, and it's kind of annoying, honestly. I have a feeling that probably just doing DLC bait with that, keeping the other main characters out so they can put them in for someone else's DLC. But that kind of spoils the main game, because a DLC is supposed to be pretty much MSG for the game. It's supposed to enhance the flavor of whatever is already in the game. Anything that's in the DLC should already be in the main game. So it's like a spin-off show, pretty much. It should still be enjoyable, but even still, it all should mainly be in the main game still. That's separate.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
first. We have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
I was wondering about that.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
I hope he survives, honestly. He doesn't deserve to go through any more bull. Especially since it is kind of their mother's fault that his life got ruined.
Like a man who knows he's not coming back. Let's come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
I'm to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Well, this is dire circumstance.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Makes you wonder, how'd I run out of meteorite to begin with, right? Also, some quests appeared. So I got 2 quests that have some sort of relevancy. And that's okay. Really, it's the ones that come from the ledger at least have some sort of consistency.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time.
And
I'll make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
all the side quests are back. Let me just save right now, in case it does some nonsense of I can't go back anymore. I've still got the other one. So, when it eventually comes down to it, I could start back here, then jump back over here, and just finish up all the quest. Of course, the quest I do on level 22, I'm obviously not going to record for obvious reasons. It's kind of just not here nor there at that point. I'm still pissed that they never added any meaning to you playing as any other characters, having any other permanent party members, and not having them have any relevant portion on any quest whatsoever. That is... that's annoying. At least have them speak during the quest. At least it would make it more relevant for you to go back with certain characters to see how they would speak upon the quest that you're doing. But no, not even in the slightest. No, you get nothing. Well, let's end it. I say that in quotations, of course, because it's like a Final Fantasy game ending it cannot actually be ending it, and there may be another level after this.
Make sure you do this time. Oh, and while you're at it... Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
Tell him he'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this. Well, behave yourself, Mid.
We'll see.
So, you're in charge now, Gav.
And what does Taya have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Thank you, Yote. I'm sorry.
Your Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. I didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
You needn't fear, Lady Taya. And thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, there's nothing to say that hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before, so just you do what needs doing. And don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That we will.
If that is all?
Not quite. Jill.
It's time, isn't it?
It is. Take care of him. And you. You take care of her too, boy.
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in yours. I do.
I'll be back. I promise. I love you, Jill.
I know. I love you too.
Now, we have a god to kill.
And we're into the action. How in the world is that origin? Uh-oh.
Hold on, Joshua! Already am!
I'm surprised they can actually hold on to it. Why didn't you get that as his attack? Like his circle attack. Okay, his unique attack, how about that? Believe me, I would have much preferred that. Rather than just dodging in order to activate that ability. Question is, how will they have this final area be sectioned? Is it just going to be straight combat to the final boss? Just the final boss? Or is there going to be some, you know, other sequence that's going to happen?
A far cry
it might just be long as hell in order to get to the final part, and that'd be disappointing.
Where it all began, where it all begins, our ark, your architect.
There you are.
It was here that we slumbered. Here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again. But you have come at last. And now we shall be truly complete.
Well, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. Let's make it count.
Dominance. We will show you what it means to suffer.
What is he doing now? Wow, he's so much bigger. That's cheap. Zero? What? Jeez. At least give me some ability. And that did barely anything to his health. Great. I know he's a god and all, but still. Oh, bullet hell time. Man, we're just getting our asses handed to us. This is the worst 3v1 ever. The only one I could think that's worse than this would be everyone versus Broly in his original movie. He's just about killed us and barely taken any damage himself. And we're just making a supernova at this point. Try disaster. That look okay. Thumbnail. Great. Perfect. Really? Just I have to remember to edit this in just the end or right after it. Just boom, final piece of the game. Game ends. The credits roll. That'd be funny.
And you only surrendered. This unpleasantness could have been avoided.
So this is how Azula would fight if she was Avatar. Let me guess Bahamut's gonna come in and stop him instead. Got it. Ooh. Good thing he didn't bring that out against us. I think he did, actually. Hopefully he's not dead, at the very least. That's all I could give out. Oh.
Now, Father, it is done.
And he's dead.
Clive! No.
Jeez, he looks like Joker.
Thank the Founder. Did I mention you look terrible?
That makes two of us.
Oh, I'll be alright.
And Dion. Take my hand.
I told you, I'll be...
Come on.
Thank you.
Press on.
Always.
Nope. I was hoping to see if they had like a map or something, but nope. We're just going through another slow walking sequence. At the very least,
Sorry about Dion.
Don't be. Please. He did what he had to do.
And it's time we did the same.
Yep. Brothers in Black. Weird how I'm pretty sure they're dressed for their own funeral.
Because of the cough. Oh, I think we're past that, Clive.
I suppose we are.
To think he was a crybaby before. Now look at that. He's taking one for the team.
That light, so cold. So empty. We're close, aren't we?
It, seems that way. But I don't want to think what could be waiting for us in there.
Then think instead of those waiting for us at home.
Well, that's not good.
Clive.
How many times has he done this?
They can't be.
But they are. This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end. It was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin from their eternal slumber. That together we may usher in a new age of reason.
This was never about creation. Only self-preservation. You condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Him. Alone. Clive. I think I understand. He...
I think he might actually be an AI or something. Oh no, they all look like that. Okay.
Oh no.
They sacrificed their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber. And thus would they labor still, long after their work was done. had you not set them free.
So they were in the Mother Crystals.
Destroy the Mother Crystals. It's what you wanted all along.
You have our gratitude, Mythos. In this you have served us well. You have both served us well. Welcome home, brother.
Because there's the one inside him. Doing that really did you no favors whatsoever.
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker. It was theirs that grew stronger.
Ew. I really wish they all had unique designs, though.
Joshua!
Kind of a letdown.
And now we can become one.
Clive.
Don't speak.
The one possessed of the destructive flames of Ifrit and the healing flames of the Phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong. I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel.
I don't care. Just hold on.
Listen to me, Clive. You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him, looked to him for guidance.
In vain.
In vain. For he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will. And so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you. Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Sid's dream of creating a better world for us. Faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, that you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pull was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. And so will yours be. With my light in your heart, not even a god might stop us.
Joshua! Don't do it, you'll...
Enough, Clive. My body is too far gone. If the wound does not take me, the curse will.
Father.
Look at me, Joshua. Open your eyes! Open your eyes, Savior! Why? Why did you do this? Joshua! Joshua!
And thus does the final piece fall into place. The incantation primed, but one task remains.